Day 33 on the Ohenro Pilgrimage Trail entailed actually visiting 6 temples. I think it actually might have been the most temples I visited in one day. It was not a lot of walking. All told, by the end of the day, it was about 15 miles. So I was able to lollygag a bit and take my time visiting the temples. There was drizzle throughout the day, so I still had all my rain gear on, and that kind of put a damp on things. There'd be periods of no drizzle and then periods of getting a little bit wet, and it was a bit cold. Today's supposed to be sunnier, but still very cold, but change in the weather is welcomed. I just don't know how the people in the Pacific Northwest do it. I don't like doing all this activity out in the rain. Not much fun. I experienced a first today in that I forgot my walking stick at a temple. Because it was raining, I had put my backpack kind of under an eave of a place and put my walking stick in a walking stick holder. And then I went to the next temple and realized, wait, I don't have my walking stick. So I had to go back and get it. Luckily, the temple was only about a kilometer away, and it was only a half hour of backtracking, getting it, and moving on. Like I realized it at 2 temples that were close together. Most of the temples were pretty close. Only have to walk 45 minutes, an hour, and then hit another temple. I know that I'm not an evil pilgrim, because at Temple 48, I was allowed to enter. It said that if you're an evil pilgrim at Temple 48, you'll go straight to hell or not be allowed in. So I was allowed in, filmed it, and went on my way. So I'm not an evil pilgrim. Because I had didn't have much distance to cover, 20-some kilometers, I was able to take my time. Because I'm walking to Matsuyama, I had an abundance of choices, so I actually decided to hit McDonald's for lunch yesterday. Had a Big Mac and French fries, trying to put on some calories. Japanese McDonald's is interesting in that in their After 5 menu, you can get double the meat in any of their sandwiches. Whether that's a fillet of fish, a Big Mac, a double hamburger, double the meat for only 100 yen extra, for about $1. Shortly after that, I came across a commedia for coffee. Since I was full, I didn't go in, but I was dying to go into a commedia and have coffee and toast. So in the city, abundance of food. Once you get to the countryside, not quite as many options. Visit a lot of temples, all different sorts, some small, some large. The last one, Ishiteji in Matsuyama, is kind of a carnivalesque temple, almost too much going on. It's very eclectic and not everything fits together. It's a bit overwhelming in some ways, but a nice change of pace. I'm at a hotel right across from the Dogo Onsen. I didn't hit the Dogo Onsen because I went out with a colleague from Ehime University, Ruth Sensei. We had a lovely Italian dinner and great conversation all night. And by the time I got back, I didn't feel like hitting the onsen. I've actually planned a few days ahead, going around sort of this peninsula jutting out to the north of Matsuyama, and then within a few days I'll be out of Ehime.